You can often spot vintage china by its color and its pattern. Look at the intricate design on this plate. Oh my gosh, I think I just hit the jackpot.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
It's a Tuesday morning here in Las Vegas. I've just dropped Jake at school, and you and I are going to head down to my favorite Goodwill at Rainbow and Cheyenne. Without further ado, let's get on the road. I'll see you there. It's a little bit after 9 a.m. in Vegas. It's 82 degrees outside and beautiful day. We're a couple minutes away from Goodwill. I'm excited to shop. We haven't been to this Goodwill in over a week, so there is going to be a new color of the week, meaning all items with stickers of that color are 50% off. Let's challenge ourselves and see if we can find at least 2 items that are color of the week half price. I see some Halloween trees in the window. Those are really fun. I've always wanted to do that, have a Halloween tree with Halloween ornaments. They've got a black one, I don't know if you can see through the window, a black one and an orange one. Those are really fun. We'll have a peek at those as we go in. Let's go in and see what we can find. Let's pop over here and look at these trees. Now, I was kind of torn, wondering whether to use my Christmas tree and just cover it with Halloween ornaments. This one is $80. They're brand new retail tags here. Let's see. That one's $4, but I think it's for the orange cat on top. I'm sure the tree is the same as the other one, maybe a bit more because it's bigger. Let's grab a card. Do any of you have a Halloween tree, or do you use your Christmas tree? Do let me know in the comments. As you can see, the color tag of the week is green. Here's the Halloween section. We'll take a look there as soon as we have covered the hard goods section. As I mentioned, I am going to challenge myself today to try to find at least 2 items that are green tag half price. Now, bear in mind that these items would have been sitting here on the Goodwill shelves for at least a week to get to the half price sale. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can find anything. And these are going to be items that I would normally pick up, things that I know that I can buy and sell for resale. Let's dive into the hard goods section and see what we can find. One of the things I love about this Goodwill location is that they keep their shelves really stocked. And on Fridays, they tend to restock throughout the day in preparation for the weekend. Little butterfly votive holder there. Sadly, the butterfly's wings are broken. Here's a lovely seashell jar, but sadly, as you can see, a big crack. Oh, look at these. These are vintage Anchor Hocking glass nut dishes in a beautiful amber color. Only $3 for 2. They're absolutely perfect for pistachios. You can put your nuts in one side and shells in the other. They will be the first to go onto the Thrifting Vegas blanket and into my cart. Let's keep going on the shelves. This section is mainly figurines and collectibles, but there are quite a few jars, candles and candle holders today. I've noticed a couple of coins in this one back here that look like ancient Chinese coins, but in an inexpensive little tea light. Let's see. Look at this fish. This looks like Vietri of Italy. I love the design and the colors of him. Let's flip him over. Yep. I believe that is the Vietri mark. It's only $3. It has a hole and a wire for hanging. Just take a look at this little planter. That's quite inexpensive, lightweight. Toothbrush holder there. Let's pop our fish into the cart. I'm reaching across. What else can we find? Some vases and glass. Down here are some plaques and signs. This has been here forever. It is the top of a fairy light, and it keeps migrating over into this section, and I think I've put it back in the lamps before. It's $5.99, just a bit too much for me for resale, especially without the base. Here is a almost three-dimensional plaque. It looks quite nice through the lens, but the quality isn't quite there, and it has a chip. Here's a lovely napkin holder. It's a metal rooster. There is something about him that I love, so he is going to go into the cart. He's quite dimensional, nice quality. What else can we find? A big leaf dish down here. More plaques and signs. Always worth having a dig because you never know what can be hiding. Oh, over here are 3 lovely plant pots. Now these can be really, really expensive at retail. So if you need something like this, do be sure to check your local thrift store. Lots and lots of dolls. Oh, this girl is holding a watermelon. That is so random. Really pretty vintage picture here. Oh, it's a bit sharp on the edge there. I do like the lines of it though. Vintage bowls, clear glass. Here's a whale. He has a metal finish. Quite lightweight though. Again, not ever such good quality. Little jar. This is again lightweight, made in China. Got a Happy Easter teapot. I have a similar piece to this at my booth. It's been sitting there a while, so I'm going to leave that one on the shelf. What are these 2 pieces of art here? Little mini poster type pieces. That looks like a very narrow target market, so we'll leave those as well. Checking the top shelf, we don't want to miss anything. Baskets and wreaths. This, I think, is a jewelry holder, necklace holder, and little figurine in front. Zingleberry. Unfortunately, these don't do so well for me. It's priced at $4 and probably value that between 8 and 12. So we'll leave that for somebody else. Oh, look at this. Many of you ask how you know glass is recycled glass. If you look at this, you can see it's a little bit uneven there, and there are swirls in the glass. That usually indicates it's recycled. It's a lovely color, lovely piece, perfect with a beautiful candle in it. So for 99 cents, we'll grab that. Oh, look at this. I recognize this immediately. It's Friends of the Forest, I believe. It's copper, like a copper finish. This particular piece looks like either a wind chime holder, could use it for a hummingbird feeder. We'll definitely pop that into the cart. More clear glass here. These look like reproductions of a vintage style. Quite lightweight, sharp edges. This frame is interesting. The frame itself looks like horn. Unfortunately, this silver striping is coming loose and one piece is missing, so we'll leave it. Look at this fellow. He is a terracotta lion. It's absolutely amazing. I'd venture to say he's a project piece. Look at the mouse on his back. Let me zoom in for you. It's a little teeny tiny mouse with a really long tail. Look at him. He does have a little bit of damage to one ear, but I don't think that matters. He is fabulous. So much detail. He's $3, so he will definitely go into our cart. He's not signed, unfortunately. which is a shame because he really deserves celebrating with a signature. We'll pop him carefully there. There we go. Safely in there. Here is a planter. It's a lovely colour, but just made to look old, and it has a massive chip on the edge there. Moving down, we've got a candle sconce. And here is a lovely reindeer. He could be dressed up in many different ways with air plants or Christmassy bits. Unfortunately, he is missing an ear, and for that reason, I'm going to leave him on the shelf. This next section is seasonal bits. Ooh, let's have a look at this fellow. I thought he was a Possible Dreams cloth teak Santa, which is a great brand to be on the lookout for, but he is just made to look like one. Baggies of ribbons, little pumpkin there, bows and paper. This poor snowman is missing a hand. What else? More baggies, Christmas ornaments, some pumpkins. Let's see. These are little mini snowman for a small tree. I think we have lots of those at home. Both of my kids have their own teeny tiny tree that they put in their bedroom. This poor frame is still here. I do love it, but the cat's ear is broken there. It is green tag, so hopefully someone will come by and give it a good home. What else? There's a little purse under here, sweet sequined purse. It's quite sharp at the edges, not so good quality. Let's see. This is a Christmas sign. Some placemats there. They're a bit stained. A big stack of those. Christmas bags and ornaments. Some candle holders. It's a box here. This is a sports figure. Not in the box, unfortunately. That poor little boy is missing his head. Votive holders. I think that's a wax warmer. Up top, some baskets and balloon weights. This is a pretty candlestick here. It looks like it was originally black or brass and somebody spray painted it white. I like this planter. Again, pieces like these are quite expensive at retail, so thrift stores are an excellent place to look for pots and planters. Here's a Corningware lid. I think these fit Pyrex as well. Let's pop that in the cart and we'll pop it back in the kitcheny bits where it belongs. Some candles in there, I think. Let's see. Snow globes. Christmas plate. Oh, look at this beautiful piece. This is glass. It's a tortoise shell pattern. Looks to be in perfect condition. I think I see a candle inside there. That would look lovely all lit up, wouldn't it? And it would cast the pattern of the tortoise shell all around the room. So we'll definitely grab that. Let's see what else we can find. Back here is a ceramic sugar skull. This would be great with some battery operated little fairy lights inside. What else? All sorts of seasonals, some plates and ornaments, bottles and glasses. Christmas. It's an Anchor Hocking clear glass snack set there. I love the original box. Unfortunately, these only sell about $20 if at all, so I'm going to leave that for somebody else. Plates and signs. More candle holders. This tissue box is still here. A couple of you asked about it. It's red tag $10, which is a bit much for me for resale, and it's super duper heavy, so it would also cost quite a bit to ship. Decorative milk pail there. I think that's a wall pocket. More candles. And signs. Another skull there. A planter. What else? Valentine's bits, a wreath and baskets. Some more sugar skull candles in there. That could either be a candle holder or a planter. Halloween bags. Whoops. Oh, that was a good catch. One more skull. He's a bit misshapen. I think that's a Target dollar spot piece. Parrot figurine. He's not ever such good quality, so we'll leave him. Oh, this is good. It's a little desk sign to remind you you got this when you're sitting there working. Really like that. It's a lovely mauve purple color. A couple of dollars. Let's just finish up this shelf and I will grab that. Let's see. Christmas ornaments. More candle holders. Easter gnomes. Artwork. String of star lights there. Poor little cardinal. Still here, still broken. Christmas mugs. These are napkin rings. Lots and lots of Christmas mugs. Oh, look. Here is a vintage Christmas tree glass canister. These sell really, really well for me. They're fun for any holiday filled with candies or lights or decorative bits of the season. Let's see if there are any more. At the back of this shelf is something I recognized immediately because I have one in my kitchen. This is a Nordic Ware great cupcake pan. It makes an amazing birthday cake. You cook the two sides, put one on the other, and it makes a huge cupcake. I'll actually pop a picture in. There's the Nordic Ware mark. It's in lovely condition. Looks like it was barely used. We'll pop that underneath our cart. Here we are in the kitcheny bits. This is a lovely Mikasa glass bowl, contemporary piece. This piece a little bit older. All sorts of clear glass, baking dishes and sundae glasses, jar mugs and bowls, platters. This tomato is lovely. It's a modern piece, $5, quite lightweight. Sadly, those chip very easily. That piece is a decorative egg, missing its top, unfortunately. Some relish trays, more jars and bottles. Oh, look at this. Sweet little pottery piece with a cork stopper. I love the way the peach fades into dark and the ribs around the body of that. We will grab that piece. Back here is a little creamer. It's ceramic, modern, lightweight. We'll leave that. Tureen, lots more glass. Platters. We've got some canisters up here. And baking dishes. It's always super important to check every shelf. You just never know what's been stocked there or what somebody might have put down. In my booth, I have a vintage jar with lemons and orange slices on it, and it matches these two. This one with apples and the other strawberries. Sadly, it's been sitting there for quite some time, so I'm not going to pick those up. This is a lovely planter, but unfortunately, I don't know if you can see, it has a massive crack that appears to go all the way across, almost splitting it in half. This is California pottery basket weave. Absolutely lovely. That makes me very sad. Hopefully someone can give it a good home, but I would not want to ship it with that big crack there. All sorts of other glass pieces here. Oh, this, can you see the difference in color of this piece? It's really bright and sparkly. This is a piece of Shannon crystal, but I'm not ever so sure what it is. Is it, I thought initially it might be part of a picture frame. Now I'm thinking it may be a lid, but it's possibly a riser or a candle holder. It is absolutely lovely. So we'll grab that. Cake pans and platters. Up here is a decorative piece. The inserts are cardboard, sadly tape across those. Here's a console bowl, lightweight metal, quite a pretty design. For decorative purposes only. Does that mean not for food use, I wonder? This is Ray Dunn, just married, very small target market there. That's a long haul item that would sit on eBay for quite some time. This bowl, I think, matches the other Mikasa piece we saw at the beginning of the aisle. This piece, I feel like we've looked at that before. Canisters down here, more lids. Here's a pretty teapot. This one is missing its lid. More platters and bowls. Collector plate. Huge bowls. Oh, I think we'll take this opportunity to grab the Corning lid out of the cart and pop it back here. Sadly, I haven't seen the Corning dish that it would go onto, but maybe someone will need just the lid. If you know me, you were probably waiting for me to do this. Go to the start of this aisle so I can put the two similar Mikasa bowls together. This clear one along with the purpley pink one. There we go. All better. I just have to do a Google search on this piece. We'll bring up a Google browser, push the camera in the search bar and take a picture of the piece, center it, push the button, and Google will come up with matching images in its database. Those are master salts. Looks like a trinket dish. Nothing coming up as Shannon crystal. So what we will do is, let me show you that label. It says Shannon crystal. I believe it's made in Ireland. So we are going to add to our search. We will push the little add to search and type in the bar there Shannon and see if that helps narrow it down. Crystal. There we go. It populated. Looking for matches. I think that is a candle holder. Very similar pieces here, and the prices I am seeing, even if I don't know what it is, it tells me that I am going to pick it up anyway. I received a couple of comments last week that I keep missing Le Creuset pieces, and there are some lookalikes. These ramekins are Mayfair and Jackson. They are nice, but not as good quality. As you can see, there is a stress crack in this one. Actually, a stress crack in the same place in both of these ramekins, not Le Creuset. Up here is a tart dish I want to look at to see if it is vintage or patterned. It's plain. There's a clear glass pedestal cake stand. Lots of coffee pots. They tend to separate the coffee pots from the makers in this store, and I think it's because people reach up and grab the coffee maker and they fall down and break, so you have to match those up. Oh, this is a butter bell, $3. Sadly, these don't sell very well for me, so I'm going to leave this one on the shelf. Muffin pans and frying pans, pots and pans. Let's see if we can find any more Nordic ware. It's an egg keeper for the fridge, a little leaf down here. I'm going to pull this up on a higher shelf so that it doesn't get broken. There we go. And that too. Let's keep going. These bunt pans are inexpensive. I think we've seen both of these before. Lightweight metal and very, very scratched, which will cause your cake to stick. So you don't want that. Baking sheets. Lots and lots of travel tumblers. Canisters. Looking for Yeti in particular. That's a brand that says really well, and I use Yeti myself. I find that they're very, very good at keeping drinks hot and cold. So that is my tumbler of choice. This is a bamboo just cheese board in the box. What else can we find? See Henkel there. What's this? That is a barbecue rack. Double checking the shelves. So much to see. Everything is piled in. It really helps to go down these aisles twice, maybe 3 times, just to make sure you don't miss anything. Your eye sees things differently depending on which way you're headed. These are pretty. I'm sad that they're there. They might get broken. I think I'm going to pop those back in a more delicate section of the aisle in a minute. These are the miscellaneous tools and utensils, bread clips there. Racks and cooling trays. Oh, this is interesting. Zion National Park baseball. It's $6, but something tells me that is a great collector piece that we should pop into our cart. Some vintage rattan mats there. We are going to walk these back to the first section here. I would be really sad if I came here next time and found that they were broken. So that's a much safer spot for those. A brand new cart of treasures was just wheeled out. So we are going to take a look and see if there is anything exciting in these baskets. You don't always find treasure in new carts, but it's exciting to look. That is the thrill of thrifting. Here is a souvenir piece from the Venetian Hotel here in Las Vegas. Oh, it's broken on top, missing its steeple. Such a shame when things are damaged. All sorts of plates and dishes here, pots and pans. Right behind is the light lamp and flicker candle section here. We're just going to have a look to see if there is anything here. And we didn't have any luck finding the base of our fairy light. So I'm going to grab that and put it in a safe spot here where it belongs to wait for its base to appear. This is Oh, it's resin. It's really lightweight resin lamp. Nothing else. Here we are in the brown section. Plaques, signs, wood and baskets. Lots to see as usual in this section. Some photo frames. Oh, look at this girl. She doesn't belong here, but she's lovely. Little wicker angel. I suppose she is brown. I love her purple accent at the bottom there and the gold. She's very 70s looking, and this is an amazing piece of wall decor. I love the slag glass inserts there. It's very, very heavy, so I don't think that is for me. We'll leave it for somebody else. What's this? It's quite a pretty frame. Something else that doesn't sell too well for me, frames, so again we'll leave that. It's quite a nice woven basket, lots of letters. Ooh, this is nice. Yesterday, today and forever. This is stitchery, sort of a plique created piece. That has a very vintage feel to it. I really, really like it. So let's definitely put that into our cart. This is the vases, planters and florals. Lots of clear glass. These are little candle holders. Perfect for centerpieces. That is a bit sharp on top there. Florist vases, the kind you receive flower arrangements in. I've seen another one of these down here, so I have to put the two together. There we go. And there's another one on the bottom. So, you know me. Let's fix that. Now we have 3. There's probably one more bouncing around. And, oh, there are several. I think we'll just put 4 together up here and then leave the rest. What else can we find? Here are the colored pieces. Glass, that's really big. Candle holders. Some terracotta pieces. That's a lovely, almost a watermelon effect. The yellow with the pink. Again though, lightweight, a contemporary florist piece. This looks like a wine bottle chiller. Nothing here for us today, but that's okay. You can often spot vintage china by its color and its pattern. Look at the intricate design on this plate. Oh my gosh, I think I just hit the jackpot. This is a piece of car china celebrating the Tygot River Reservation Dam. If I turn it over, the maker's mark is a lovely crest including some construction details. It's green tag and only $1, and unless I'm very much mistaken, this plate is worth well over $100. In the glassware, I've spotted this lovely vintage amber barrel shot glass, only 69 cents, and I know I have another one of these in my inventory, so I am going to grab it so I can sell them as a pair. Speaking of pairs, this is a blue glass shotgun shell tequila shot glass, and I am almost certain in the kitcheny bits I saw a matching amber one. Let's go see if it's there. I think it was just about here. There it is. It's a little more brown than amber, but it's a perfect match. Also 69 cents. Tequila shot glasses, or these would look lovely with little flowers in them, wouldn't they? Perfect to sell as a pair. Let's pop them into our cart. Something is hanging over the top shelf here, and I am hopeful that it is what I think it is. A vintage made in the USA Sirocco wall hanging. It's a seagull. I think these originally came in a set, but it's beautiful. We'll absolutely grab that. We are strolling through the small appliances, sports section. Small frames and artwork. Let's have a look here to see if there is anything exciting. Any vintage frames, any original artwork, oil paintings, watercolors. As always, lots and lots of picture frames. These are prints. If you are unsure how to tell a print from an original, it's very useful to bring either a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe with you. When you look through your loupe at a print, you will see teeny tiny dots like pixels, which will tell you that the piece is printed and not original art. This is a lovely frame. It's a little English robin. Sadly, his beak is broken, and I don't know that that could be fixed very easily. It's a Marjolaine Bastin piece, MB. Do like that, but not with his broken beak. So a trivet there. What else? I like the style of this. Little houses. It's either a wall hanging or a freestanding. It's $5, which is a bit much for me for resale, so we'll leave that for somebody else. Making our way into the large artwork and frames. As always, lots of canvases and contemporary pieces. Model home artwork. Let's have a flip through just in case. This is a huge piece, quite unusual. If you remember, our goal today was to find at least 2 pieces to purchase that were on green tag half off sale. This piece, a lovely recycled glass candle holder for 50 cents, and our incredible vintage car china souvenir plate for only $1. I'm so excited about this. I believe it's worth well over $100. We are back at the front of the store checking out Goodwill's Halloween boutique, their Halloween decorations and costumes. They have lots of new items at retail prices, as well as donated goods with regular Goodwill stickers on them. This is a scary looking chainsaw accessory. I'm glad Jake's not here because he would probably want that. Lots of different items, brand new gnomes there. Buckets and pails up top. All sorts of pumpkins on this shelf. That's a light up candle. It's a fabric one. Plug-in vintage piece. That's a bit warped by the sun, unfortunately. Even into October, our Vegas weather can be very, very hot. So sometimes it's a little bit hard on the decorations that are outside. Fabric pumpkins. The pumpkins look to be priced about $4 a piece, probably because it's the start of the season. They're trying to get as much money as possible for the items to support their cause, which is great. It's a trick or treat candy cauldron. That is really fun. $10 on that piece. What else have we got? All sorts of signs, pumpkin signs, masks, and costumes. Lots of leaves and wreaths down there. Gravestones and outdoor decor, lamps and lights and candles and mugs. Oh, back here is a jack-o'-lantern jar. I believe these are vintage Anchor Hocking. I'm going to have a think about that. I'll probably end up with that because I know I have a similar orange one at home and they would look great together. This gargoyle has a massive chip on his wing. That's a shame. Let's see. Some new items mixed in here. Another jack-o'-lantern lamp. Trick-or-treat bowls and glasses. Over on the other side of the aisle, we've got more hats, masks, and costumes. Let's check out these baggies. This one looks to have some McDonald's type toys in it. There's some figurines in this one, but sadly, they look like they are broken and missing bits. Ooh, look at this. This is Disney, the skeleton dance. It's a crossbody bag. There's the Disney tag inside. It is $6, but I think there is still room for profit on that. That's exciting. And because we found this, we are going to make a trip over to the bag and purse section after we are done here to see if there might be any more. Look at this Halloween wreath. It's fantastic. We've got roses and eyeballs, little light bulbs. I think it lights up. I've been looking for a wreath for my door for Halloween, which, as you know, if you watch my channel, is black. So this would be a perfect addition to our Halloween decor. We'll pop that in there. We've got our purse. Let's keep going. Here's a witch. I think she is a project piece. She's leaning a bit strangely. I think we'll leave her on the shelf. She's a little confusing. It's a mirror. That's quite interesting. Not sure what I would do with that though. Let's see, a black pumpkin, more pumpkins and masks, little plush, more accessories. Here is a leg lamp from the movie A Christmas Story. I don't think these fetch very much, so we'll leave that on the shelf. Now, because we found that little Disney skeleton dance crossbody, we're having a look in the bag section, just on the off chance that there might be more similar. Having a look through. Looks like, yes it is, it's a insulated lunch bag. Lots of pleather. This one is pretty. Vera Bradley, but a bit worn on the handles, so we'll leave it. This is a made to look old crocheted purse. More pleather. I think with that we are going to call it a day. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill and a few other pieces that my viewers and subscribers have asked if I have in stock or that I thought would tie in with this haul. Let's start over on this side. We have our beautiful recycled glass blue candle holder. You could also use it for a wine bottle. That actually might be what it's designed for. I'm going to take it over onto this white crocheted vintage doily I have just to show you the beautiful blue color that it is. Unbelievably, I purchased this on half price sale, 50 cents for this, and I am going to ask $15. Next, we have a lovely Italian pottery fish. At first glance, I thought it was a Vietri of Italy piece. It turns out it's La Musa, made in Italy, a very similar brand. It has a hole for hanging. Initially, I thought it had a hole that went all the way through for a wire, but it turns out it is just a hole that you would probably have to bend a nail up in order to hang it on the wall. Definitely doable though. I paid $3 for this piece and I am going to ask $22. Next, our fun little sign. This would be great on an office desk or even in a little girl's room. Really simple and fun. I paid $2 for it. I am going to ask $12. When I purchased this, I didn't realize it lit up purple. This is the Halloween wreath that's going to go onto my front door. As you can see, inside the roses, it has creepy eyeballs. We've got black roses and burgundy ones. It's just matching my color scheme perfectly, so that is amazing. I paid $7, I believe, for it. Let's see, $8 on that. It's a great find and I am thrilled that it lights up purple like that. Next, our Nordic ware beautiful giant cupcake pan, the Great Cupcake Pan it's called, by Nordic Ware. There's the mark. As I said, I have one of these at home. They make really fun and easy birthday cakes if you have to pull one together in a pinch. Just a bit of frosting, some sprinkles and a cherry, and you have yourself an amazing cake. And you can dress this up for any season. Pink and red for Valentine's. You can do St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July. Easy, super easy dessert if you need one. I paid $4.99 for it, $5. I'm going to ask $25. Look at this. I fell in love with this tortoiseshell glass jar. As I suspected in the store, it does have a candle in it and unfortunately a little bit of a chip under the rim. But no matter, when the lid is on, you would never know. And I'm sure it throws out a beautiful light with a candle in. Actually, I will put a light in at the end of this video just to show you. We paid, I took the price sticker off with the tape, but I want to say we paid $5 on this piece, and I am going to ask $35. Next, we have the clear pumpkin jack-o'-lantern jar we found in the Halloween section for $4. And as promised, this is the one I had in stock. It's an orange one, a little bit different with a flat top, but I think the slight difference in design really makes it fun. As I said, we paid $4 on this piece. I am going to ask $20 a piece on these two. I thought I would also show you my big anchor hocking clear pumpkin here. I have several of these that I use around my house. I put pine cones in them for the September fall season. And then as we move closer to Halloween, they get candy corn and then eyeballs, all sorts of fun things. And then closer to Thanksgiving, we move to the brown candy corn for a bit more of a seasonal touch. Really lovely. I think actually this one still has a price tag on. I want to say $7.99. These usually are at Goodwill. And I am going to ask $20. $28 on that. At the back here are Sirocco vintage seagull wall hanging. Look at him. In my research, I found that this usually comes in a set with another piece that is two seagulls with wings crossed. He has a teeny tiny bit of scratching there, little scuff marks, not noticeable when he's on the wall. There is his mark, Sirocco, made in USA. I paid an amazing $3 on this fellow, and I am going to ask $25. Let's move back over here so we don't miss anything. Our fantastic piece of Shannon crystal, Shannon of Ireland. This is lovely, and it could be whatever you want. I don't think it is a lid for a jar. I believe it is either a pedestal, just a little display, or a candle holder, whichever you would like. I paid 99 cents for it. I am going to ask $15. It turns out, as I suspected, this Zion National Park baseball is very collectible. I didn't notice in the store, but it has a little indented desert tortoise there, and on the other side I think that's going to be a wolf or coyote, and then all sorts of little textured pieces. Just a great souvenir. I paid $6 for it, and online these are going for $35. Next we have our little pottery jar here. These are used for herbs. You can take the cork out and put some flowers in it. Just lovely. You could use it in your bathroom for bath salts or whatever you would like. The colouring and the rib texture is gorgeous. I paid $2 for it. I am going to ask $18. Next, our fantastic rooster napkin holder here. He is in relief, very nicely made. The quality is lovely, just super simple, but nicely done. I paid $1 for this piece. I am going to ask $15. Moving along, we have our beautiful angel here. She is made of wicker. She has little accessories, a headband, adorned wings, and some flowers and ribbons. I love the purple stitching at the base. She was 99 cents, and I am going to ask $18 on her. Up front, we have our two tequila shot glasses there. Corralejo tequila in a brown amber glass and a blue glass, a little bit different blue to our candle holder here. I paid 69 cents a piece for these. They'd be fabulous as shot glasses or as little vases for mini roses or flowers. Super fun stocking stuffer as well. I am going to ask $12 for the pair. Back here, another sugar skull. Last haul, we had the white sugar skull that sold really quickly, and we have another one here. You could pop some battery operated lights in there. The detail is very nice. It's nicely made. I paid 99 cents for it. I am going to ask $15. Staying on the Halloween theme, we have a little ghosty with a pumpkin. Super smiley, super friendly. Its finish is lusterware all over, not marked. Just a sweet little Halloween decorative piece. I believe I paid a couple of dollars for this. I'm going to ask $12. This is a vintage stoneware owl. He has plastic eyes and he is glazed. The vintage felt on the bottom gives his age away. Actually, I am looking at him and I don't think he's stone. I think he is a stone resin composite. He is amazing. Absolutely lovely. I paid $4 for this guy and I am going to ask $25. Several of you asked me if I have any birds in stock, and I had a quick look on my shelves for you and came up with 3 that are very, very different, but all as fabulous as each other. This first one is ironwood. It is a crane or a heron catching a fish. Just a lovely piece. He's in great shape, no missing bits. I am going to ask $25 on that one. This amazing piece is a vase or planter for a little air plant. It's a Royal Copley piece, marked on the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. The colors are stunning, as you see. This one is $35. This is a recent find. Many of you probably recognize this one. A little clear glass votive or tea light holder. It's not marked, but nice quality. This piece is $12. In front here, I brought out of my inventory 3 of these cube paperweights, because one we found in my last video was damaged at the corner and I ended up not purchasing it. This first one is the Earth. It's a globe, and if you notice, these 3 are standing on edge because one of the corners creates a flat surface. You can either have them flat or up on the corner. This one is adorable. It's a little ladybug. Same, it stands on its corner. This one does not. It's 2 little hearts. Very, very sweet. It does have a little scratch on the front. I don't know if it's going to focus for me. Yep, there's a little scratch. Not really noticeable as you look at it. I am going to ask $18 a piece. I was really surprised when I found this dragonware cup that it didn't sell. If you watch my channel, you saw this as well. It's a lusterware dragonware cup and saucer. Here's the saucer. It's marked to Japan. And the cup has a secret. Let me take you up to my light here, and as I get closer, you'll see that the cup has a geisha girl lithophane in the bottom. There she is. Fantastic. The way that works is the bottom inside is textured, as you can see. It's different reliefs in the china, and that's what creates the dark and light shadow and gives you the image. So this piece, I'm not sure what I asked last time, but let's do $20 on the cup and saucer. Another piece I pulled from inventory just because I love the fall colors and the subject matter. It is a sailboat here. Oranges and yellows. It is in a frame, definitely vintage. I paid $3 last year on that, and I am going to ask $15. Some more pieces by requests, little pictures and vases here. This one is a beautiful blue, pink, green and yellow drip glaze. It is a vintage Japanese piece. This one, I believe, is Andrea by Sadik. Lovely gingham plaid with, I think those are possibly African violets. I paid $4 at the Antique Mall, I believe. And lastly, this is a beautiful vintage piece by Hull USA. There's the mark. This, again, I believe an Antique Mall outdoor fair purchase and find. This piece I am going to ask $15. This piece is $12, and the whole piece $35. Back over here, I think this is my favorite find. The art pottery lion with the little mouse on his back. Now, as I mentioned, he does have a little bit of a broken ear here. Not really noticeable. It could be fixed, but if at this angle, you would just never know. He's stunning. I paid $3 for him, and I am going to ask $35. Over here, we have our Disney Silly Symphony Skeleton Dance crossbody purse. It has a front pocket and a main pocket. Let me unzip it. Show you the inside, which has some little credit card or money pockets there. I paid $6 for it. I am going to ask $22. Now, by request, and because I found these two lovely anchor hocking candy dishes or nut dishes, I brought out some more of my amber glass inventory. Let's start with these two nut dishes. I paid $3. As I mentioned, they're perfect for pistachios. You put your nuts here and your shells here, or even olives, whole olives, to put the olives in one side and the pits or stones in the other. I am going to ask $20 for the pair. Back here are the two little barrel shot glasses I promised. This one I had in inventory. It's a little bit more of a yellow color. This one is a honey amber, but that's part of the charm of vintage pieces. Because of the way they're made, they're rarely identical. I paid 69 cents on this one, and I am going to ask $15 for the pair. I thought I would throw this into a lovely little blue glass toothpick holder. Super simple, lovely if this blue is your color. Very vintage. I'm going to ask $12 on that piece. We have some Libby salt and pepper shakers, amber glass. The tops are just a little bit tarnished, but again, adds to the vintage charm for me. I'm going to ask $18 on this set. As promised, this is the citrus jar that matched the apple and strawberry jars we saw on the shelf. This poor guy has been sitting in my inventory for quite some time. Oh, it actually has a strawberry top. Really fun. Oh, vintage fruit canister glass. Let's do $18 on this one. Over here we have two little dessert cups in this gorgeous, it's a true honey gold, a rich amber glass. Two little dessert cups. I am going to ask $20 on the pair, and a tall glass here. Beautiful piece. It would be great in your Halloween display or on your fall table. $12 on that piece. We just have a couple of pieces left. I've left my favorites until last. First is this amazing Friends of the Forest. I think that's what it is called. Oh, it says it's Spirit of the Forest. I stand corrected. And it does say on it, wind chime holder, Spirit of the Forest. And let me demonstrate with this pretty wind chime here. Hopefully I can do it without breaking anything. I'm going to slip the little holder on there. We will pick it up, and this part fixes to your wall and it hangs there. A holder for your wind chime. Of course, you could use it to hold your hummingbird feeder. It is a double-sided piece, as you can see. Super detail. An oak tree, oak leaves and acorns, and the man's face, and my finger stuck. I paid $4 for it. I haven't been able to find anything like it, but this brand sells up and around $35 to $55. I am going to ask $45 on this piece. This is a lovely piece of art. It's stitchery, applique, it's vintage material with a lovely vintage font. Yesterday, today and forever has been stitched in there. It does look like machine work, but the overall feel of the piece is very, very vintage. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $30. Last but not least, my amazing find of the day. This is a piece of car china. Let me show you the back. Car China Company, Grafton, West Virginia. This is the Tygart River Reservoir Dam. It has some stats there. It is an amazing piece. This greeny grey color is quite rare, I gather. And in my research, I found that these plates in this specific design go up and over $100, closer to $200. So do take a minute while you're in your thrift store to go through the plates and dishes, because you never know. For me, this beautiful border was the giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our Goodwill shop and the haul. If you see something you would like to purchase, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. Please stay tuned. I have some fun footage of Bear and Rio playing ball at the park, Ziggy and Bandit watching the hummingbirds from their favorite perch, and last but not least, some new footage of hummingbird feeders hanging in new positions and the birds that they attract. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! As promised, I wanted to show you this lovely tortoiseshell jar lit up with a couple of flameless candles inside. Doesn't that look amazing? I absolutely love this piece. And behind it is my Halloween house. It's a vintage mold piece, hand painted and all lit up with a bulb inside. I am actually going to offer this piece for sale. I have so much decor and I am ready to pass this along to someone else. I actually just noticed that it has a lamp hole in the back that could be thread through with the right fixture. But this is stunning. It's in perfect condition. I absolutely love this piece. I am going to ask $48 on that. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I'm thrilled to be speaking at this year's Boss Reseller Remix. It's October 16th through 19th here in Las Vegas. If you're a reseller at any level, tickets are still available. This will be my 3rd year, so please join us. It's an incredible experience. If you can't make it in person, be sure to grab your virtual ticket. Get $10 off with my code THRIFTLV. Hi. Meow. There, you have all 4 balls. Daddy doesn't have any. You have them. Can I have one? Can I have one? Well, good morning, boys. Are you getting some sunshine? Oh, the hummingbirds are out, huh? The hummingbirds. Rio's here. The bear. Is that the hummingbird spot? You see any? Jake's here too. See any hummingbirds? Not yet. So I have to go out and show you. Chris put up 2 new hummingbird hooks for us. There's one over on the wall here above the rose bush. Oh, I hear them. Do you hear them? That chip, chip, chipping. We've got another one over here on the wall. It was quite difficult to drill into these cement blocks. He needed some actual cement screws and a drill bit to get in there. I hear them. We started to get some of the migrating hummingbirds coming in. So maybe if I stand here a minute, we'll see them. Look. It's Bandit and Ziggy and Jake at the window. I've been quite excited because we've had some pomegranates on our pomegranate tree. I don't know if you can see here. I was waiting for them to get ripe. And then just this week, the birds have had an absolute feast. They've hollowed out. Oh, this one isn't. This one looks intact, but I don't know how to tell if they're ripe. But back here are more that have been cleaned out by the little finches. Oh, and the chickadees. This one too is all completely cleaned out. Look at that. Let's go down and see if we can pop this one off the... I really don't know how to tell if they're ripe. It's not coming off the stalk very easily.